welcome back. And I also want to welcome our social audience to the conversation. You're joining Oracle TV live from CloudWorld 2023. And we're here with Oracle Executive Vice President of Corporate Operations, Doug Kehring. Thank you for coming on Oracle TV again, second year in a row.
It's always good to be here. Appreciate you guys inviting me.
Yeah, we love having you. Now, I want to start off by talking about, I think everybody here's favorite topic. Safra spoke about customer success, how it's at the heart of everything we do. So can you help us understand how we bring that concept to life here at Oracle?
Yeah, I think it's something that's always been at the heart of what we do, but as we move to being a cloud provider, it's become more and more important to our customers. So when we sat back and thought about it over the evolution of our transformation, we thought, you know what? We're really missing a key link at the end of the like the last mile, if you will, which is once the customer's made a purchase decision, who's with them throughout the entire journey from end to end? And we realized it was a very fragmented approach, so we decided we'd centralize all of these services together, put it under the wrapper of customer success services, and go help make sure that no matter what happens, that the customer gets value out of what they purchase from Oracle. And it's a revolutionary concept, and I think the entire company has gotten behind it, and Safra has been the first person in front and center to help us get there.
Yeah, we talked with Rupert earlier about it as well, and he talked about the customer advocacy part of that organization, which I thought was, and we have the city of Tampa here as well, talking about how they use customer success services successfully. I shouldn't put those words together.
It's a good run on.
But it's a great way of thinking about it. We're not just here, helping fix a problem. We're their advocate. We're trying to help them be successful.
Well, I think that's the way that we measure whether we're doing a good job or not, which is I try to encourage everybody to ask the customer, are we doing a good job for you? And if the customer says yes, then will you reference for us? Will you go tell other customers about how great the experience is? And the great thing is if they say no, then we say, okay, what do we have to do to get you there? And I think that helps us because we can then fix whatever are the issues that are in front of us because we're being open and transparent with the customers. They're giving us honest feedback. We're using it to get better and make sure that they succeed, because ultimately as a company, we can't succeed if our customers aren't succeeding.
Absolutely.
Now, speaking of customer success, we have the customer success circuit right behind us, been behind us this whole time. It's been awesome. Cool to have a racetrack on the floor here in the hub at CloudWorld, but how are we bringing that experience to the Oracle community at large, even the virtual audience who's tuning in right now?
Well, it's like a little test bed, if you will. It's a great way to have customers come and see the steps and the phases they have to go through when they're adopting the cloud technologies. And I think that's the cool thing why we call it a circuit, which is it's actually a phased approach, and we've sort of gamified the process, and it's amazing the buzziness that's going on over there. People are really learning and getting an understanding of what it takes to be successful throughout the entire journey. And so we're going to take that, we're going to put it out on the internet, if you will, and we'll educate all of our CSS folks to go engage with customers and really take it around the globe.
You have talked about sharing our own secrets about how we're successful. What do you mean by that?
Well, we call it the Oracle Playbook, which is, we like to think of it as using our own technologies, drinking our own champagne, use your favorite analogy on that front. But Larry's always been a huge advocate for, hey, before we let our customers use our technologies, let's make sure it works on us. And so we actually have adopted, for instance, the Oracle Cloud, end-to-end, top-to-bottom, applications and infrastructure, and we use it to run our company. So what we try to do is not only take that experience and show customers how they can do it as well, but actually incorporate the best practices and the lessons learned, not just at a technical layer, but at a business process layer. So our accounting team and our legal team and our HR team, anyone who touches how we run our business actually get very involved and are advocates for our cloud technologies and go out and meet with customers. So we sort of wrapped it all up into what we call the Oracle Playbook and said, here customer, here's how you do three things. Help you with your process change, help you with the culture change that goes with it, and finally help you with the automation you need in order to power it.
And my understanding too is that a lot of customers come to us and ask us how we do some of what we do, whether it's closing the books faster or automating end-to-end processes. I understand you get a lot of those customer questions coming your way.
Yeah, we do, and we love it. We actually want to encourage them. Ask us, we'll show you the way. Again, I think everyone can run their company more efficiently in terms of revenue growth, as well as more profitably in terms of margin growth at the same time. In fact, funnily enough, Mark Benioff has been a big advocate for what Oracle's been doing, and Larry Ellison himself was helping Mark through, hey, how do I drive profitable growth? And so we kind of think of it as, it doesn't matter what company you are. You could be our biggest competitor, and we'll still help you, because ultimately they're also Oracle customers too.
Sure.
Right, exactly. What are some specific examples of benefits Oracle has been able to really achieve with Oracle Playbooks?
With Oracle?
With the Oracle Playbooks.
Sorry, the Oracle Playbooks.
Yeah.
So a good example is, on the finance side.
Right.
Because I think most accounting groups would really like to announce their earnings as quickly as possible. And why is that? Because every day that goes by, your numbers are more stale, they're sort of out of date, but you're also expending a lot of energy, resources, time, external fees, going through and reviewing the numbers and getting them out. Oracle reports their earnings faster than any other company in the S&P 500. What that means to us is not only, again, can we inform our investors faster than anyone else, but we can save a lot of time and money because we're not spending as much energy in weeks and weeks and weeks post the close of the quarter trying to get the books closed and announced. And so that's one example. And it goes through everything we do: HR, supply chain, customer experience applications, how we run our IT organization. So we've kind of taken the playbooks and broken them down into those various segments to show customers not only the results we've achieved, but how we got there.
Right, and so these are available as actually downloadable assets. We're doing webinars. I think you did the first one.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, we want to get it out there. And so there's no sort of pride of authorship to say, gee, we want to keep those to ourselves. Gee, we did it ourselves. Why would we let anybody else get in?
Yeah.
In fact, we want the opposite, which is we want everyone to see how the power of the Oracle automation can help them get there. So whether it's deploying it through the internet so people can download it, or talking to your salesperson, or engaging with customer success services, there's a wide range of ways in which we can help companies out.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Thank you so much, Doug. It's always great to sit down with you and learn about everything. And again, we have so many more playbooks to come, webinars, and I know you guys got some ebooks coming out, right?
Yeah, we've got, I think, the financial one is out. We've got an HR one, an operational excellence one, and you said the supply chain one. I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, they're all on their way. If they're not here today, they'll be here tomorrow.
That's right. We're just breaking it down step by step. All right, thank you again so much for joining us and talking about the playbooks and all of our great customer success. And right now, I hear that Burchin is going to bring us one more segment of winning strategies. Burchin, where are you now?
Hi Fritz, I'm at the Customer Cafe. Well, welcome everyone. This time we're going to talk about winning strategies. And I want to talk about embracing change. Change is hard, we all know. We all have to deal with it in our lives. Also at work and the things we do, we deal with that all the time. This time, I'm also going to tell another personal story. We built a facility in Chicago. It is a 30,000 square feet facility. That's our lab. That's our Oracle Industry Lab. And while we're doing that, we use it as a test bed. We brought a lot of technologies. And one of them was actually a robot. The robot allowed us to scan the site. We worked with our partner, Faro Technologies, and they brought the robots and used the site. So first time it showed up, it was quite interesting. When the robot showed up, everyone stopped working. Literally, there were probably 50, 60 people on the site. Everyone stopped working, and they wanted to see it. They wanted to see how it works. They had lots of questions. But something happened as it went. The robot kept working every day and doing other things. People got used to it. And they no longer stopped working. So they were doing their job. So it just become like any other tool at the site. So how did we achieve this? How did we achieve this change? When workers showed up at the site, we actually have them do specific training, a technology training. And if you think about industries, we give them the tools to use, but not always we actually spend the time to explain them what the tools are. So one of the technologies was about worker locations. So when we actually do the site orientation, that's what every worker has to go through, especially for safety training. We were able to train them and explain them what the technology is, how it works, what it does, and what it doesn't do. That was quite unique because it was the first time that I know that we were actually spending time to explain them what the technology does, especially worker location. They were people who were skeptical, wasn't sure what it would mean for them. When we explain the worker location, allows us to know if they fall, we'll be able to identify the location. It wasn't as accurate as they expected, so it wasn't gonna identify if they're actually sitting for an hour or actually physically working, but it will give us an idea where they're on the site. So these kinds of technologies continue to improve our lives, and when we're managing the change, that's what we need to do. We need to actually help people understand, especially the workers who are in these industries, to understand what these technologies are, what are they used for, what kind of data is collected. So now we're going to go back to the studio.
We could measure anything. We had so much complexity, and it took a long time to get answers. It is something that you must do as a company if you want to be progressive, if you want to be competitive, if you want to retain your talent. Diebold Nixdorf is a modern financial technology company. We are servicing banks and retailers around the world. We want to be undisputed leader of self-service technologies in the world with our customers. I'd like to do that for employees. So what does that look like? So we decided what were the 24, 25 data elements that would help us answer our most important question. We wanted to make sure for every single employee record, we had those completed and accurate. One of our goals was to figure out how could we put answers in the hands of employees faster. And Oracle obviously is a champion when it comes to HR solutions. We started off with core HR. We partnered with Accenture in 2020, and we added workforce compensation globally, Oracle Recruiting Cloud, guided learning, HR help desk. We also had talent management suite that we added at that time. So there were about 10 different modules or capabilities that we added in a 12-month period across 62 countries. We created employee service centers, 5 of them around the world. And I am very proud to say that 96% of our service requests are self-service. There's been a greater emphasis on reducing the number of steps it takes to get something done. Our headcount reports used to take 3 weeks to produce. You can now get a headcount report in about 5 minutes. What's next for us is really taking advantage of the talent profiles capability, as well as progression and succession. The Oracle partnership is one that's going to be a long-term partnership for us at Diebold Nixdorf.
There are so many new challenges impacting supply chains, like supply shortages or unpredictable demand. You need to be able to make better decisions faster to stay ahead of your competitors and keep your customers happy. But when data surrounding your supply chain, such as weather conditions, shipment data, and material capacity, is siloed across your organization or trading partners, it takes too long to get the information you need to keep up. Rather than wait, your customers will find someone who's ready to deliver. A supply chain that helps you detect, decide, and execute quickly, no matter what the world throws at you or where your data is housed in your business, is the key to getting ahead. This is how a supply chain command center can help. A command center connects multiple data sources, like finance, planning, and logistics, so you make decisions from a single layer of consumable internal data. It also brings external market signals into the decision process, providing only the essential data you need to address your specific business challenges. This combination of consumable internal and external data feeds predefined use cases, such as detecting at-risk demand or solving manufacturing constraints. Each use case has a set of predefined data, actions, and recommendations related to a common supply chain scenario. This helps you make the decisions you need to keep your supply chain operating at peak performance. Finally, the command center completes the decision-making cycle through pre-built continuous improvement, learning from the data in each supply chain action and enabling decision automation should the same scenario occur in the future. With a supply chain command center, you optimize your supply chain data, make critical decisions faster, and arm yourself with the answers you need to navigate challenges and come out on top.
Welcome back to Oracle TV.
This is always the worst part for me. I am sad to say that this is our last time welcoming you back to Oracle TV.
And before we close out, I've got to ask, what were some of your favorite moments from the past 2 days? Start with you, Kendall.
Honestly, for me, it is always sitting down with our customers, hearing their stories, hearing the challenges that they're overcoming, and of course, hearing the ways that Oracle is helping them in overcoming those challenges and really putting their success at the heart of everything we do. Mundy, what about for you?
Well, we really covered a ton. But my favorite thing is probably, I love checking in on the social channels and seeing what everybody's talking about and hearing from our audience. Noel?
Yeah, I mean, it just feels like we've only scratched the surface, though. It's been such a wonderful time, and I've enjoyed every ounce of it, being on the floor with our team and being here with all of you wonderful people.
Shauna, what about for you? You were over at Oracle Health Conference.
I loved everything about that conference, and just being able to talk about the future of healthcare was so exciting to sit down with those experts, and I feel energized.
Yeah, absolutely. And Brendan,
oh, for sure.
Back in the suit.
Honestly, I thought I'd go through the finish line as I started. So,
I love that.
No, it's been great. So many great conversations and people that I've met along the way.
So many good jokes, too.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Up on the podium.
Burchin?
Well, I think my favorite was talking about the winning strategies. I know our customers cares about, and telling personal stories and how we can achieve that. That was my favorite.
Last but certainly not least.
Well, I don't know if I can pick a favorite, but one thing that stood out, I love the idea of growing my own food. I do it myself. So this notion that Oracle is helping change a 10,000-year-old industry in agriculture and using AI to make it more efficient and use less water, very inspiring.
Well, as Noel put it, we really have only scratched the surface in some ways, which is why this is only goodbye for now.
Oracle TV will be back for many more things in the future, including more Oracle events, more Formula One events with Oracle Red Bull Racing, more SailGP events, more live streams, and really just more of everything.
So do yourself a favor and subscribe, like, and on social platforms and on YouTube too. So we have a lot to share.
And I think we're missing one more thing, guys.
Wait, what is that?
Drum roll, please. CloudWorld 2024.
Oh, yes. Since you brought it up, I'm going to let you do the honors, Brendan.
Well, thank you. Coming in 2024, from September 9th to September 12th, we'll be right back here in Vegas.
Love that.
And you can expect to meet us right here too, bringing you everything you need to know from the heart of the event.
So this really isn't goodbye, it's just, we'll see you later.
That is exactly right, Shauna. But before we start planning for next year's awesomeness, we need to raise a glass to the past few days. The second year of Oracle TV from CloudWorld. Fritz, obviously I can't do this, so can you please kick off the toast?
All right, well first, a huge thank you to our amazing crew. You can't see them working tirelessly behind the cameras and everywhere else here.
We also want to send a shout out to Lisa McDonald, John King, Tansem Blackshirt, Johnny Ridgehill, Tanya Mager, and Brian Pope.
Also, Matt Hayes, Matt Gens, Chris Reeves, Maya Joven, Doro Sieber, and the rest of the team.
As well as Haley Moore, Nick Jones, Manny King, Abby Diedman, Anna Holker. Thank you so much.
And again, every single person in the crew, in the truck, in the workroom, IVC, everyone brought this together to make the magic happen. You're all amazing.
And so are all of you, our correspondents, Noel, Mundy, Brendan, Burchin, Shauna. You're so skilled at this. Thank you very much for joining us.
And most especially, thanks to all of you who tuned in. Where would we be without you? It is our absolute honor to hang with you over the past few days. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for letting us bring all of our vision to reality. And thank you for being a part of CloudWorld On Air. And hey, next year, come here. Let's see you in person.
Well, shall we?
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's a wrap from CloudWorld 2023.
Oh.
Cheers!
Yay!
Yes.
Oh.